Hi guys, how are we all doing? It's been lovely weather again as usual. Everything's sort of becoming spring now and all the different types of fishing are taking off, whether you're feeder, float, pole, ledger, bomb, anything. So what I've got today is just a simple bit of equipment that I picked up for standard feeder fishing, or anything really, and that is the Preston standard feeder arm. That is it. That's all it is, a standard feeder arm. Now what it's got is, if I do that, there's your locker for going onto your leg. It comes with 3 different inserts for different leg sizes, whether you've got 36, 30 or 20 odd. Just twist and lock it. It'll lock to the size of your leg and it'll lock good and stable. The other thing, if you look there, is an angle adjuster on the side. And that means, so it's on the leg of your box like that, and you want to put your rod tip, say, right down near the water's edge, just undo it a bit, you can by just adjusting the angle like that, and then you can drop it down and have it sitting right down near to the water's edge off your box. Or you can have it up if you want it up, say you've got a lot of debris passing down or snags in front of you, lily pads, anything like that, rushes. Put your tip up a bit and lock it off with a simple screw. That's its angle, even if you're on a river, out the flow. So that's the angular adjustment of it. The other thing, I'm just going to straighten it out so I can do this properly. There we go. The other thing it has, which I'll stand up and show you now, is a little clasp here, like that. That is for your length adjustment. So it can go from, say, what, 3 foot long, like that, to about 5 foot long. I mean, that's not going to be far off. That's a good long length of rod rest to have out if you've got a big rod out. So whether you're using a 9 foot puddle chucker and you just need a little rod rest down by the side to just have the rod on, or you've got one of the 12, 13 foot plus reservoir rods or natural water rods, spot on. Put the clasp down and it ain't going to move. That's it, its length is locked in. So it's good and solid when you do that. The other thing, if you notice, quick adapter on the end of it. So instead of just having a little hole for you to put your rod rest in, it's the old, put that there a minute, adapter block. So you can put any rod rest head on it at all. These adapter blocks, I'm just going to unscrew it, fit any rod rest head. Or any head at all really. Put it on keep net, you can have it as a long keep net handle if you want. And what they do, like I say, it's just that, it's just a screw on a block. Screw it on to your favourite rod rest head for whatever fishing you're going to do. Put it on there like that, good and tight, dink. Open up the clasp on the end, put it in, lock the clasp, and that's it. It ain't going to come out, ain't going to fall out. Pull it out is not going to come out. Not with that clasp shut. Once it's open, pop straight out. Sorted. And that is the standard off box rod rest arm or feeder arm, whatever way you want to call it. Just for what it's worth, in case you do want to see, I'll show you up front. This rod rest head that I've got here that I've been using lately is the Guru Reaper feeder rest. And what it is, it's fairly solid plastic rings. A little bit of cushioning on them, I suppose. It's almost like a hard rubber. But once your rod's in there, it's going to find it very hard to come out and move across, you know. So it should stay solid. But in the event you get a ripper of a take from a carp or something, or a big tench, you've got these end bits. And as you can see, one short, one long, same underneath, short, long. You can adjust them. So if you're fishing that way, you can have it that way. If you're fishing that way, you can have it that way and have the long piece up. All you've got to do is literally push that end piece, I'll see if I can do this here. Push it in like that and turn it, and you can have it out of the way completely. Push it in, turn it again, you got the short bit up, so you can have it like that. It's on like a little star system. So do that. If I just push it on the other end, both ends you can adjust. There you go, sitting like that. And that's the Guru Reaper. It's not a bad bit of kit. I'd prefer this to be a bit softer material for the rod to sit on, because if it's bouncing up and down every now and then with striking and hitting and things like that, might do a little bit of damage to your eyes and that, but I'm not going to say it will for definite, but I'd prefer it just to be a bit softer, maybe like a foamy material. But there you go, Reaper rod rest by Guru and the Preston off-box feeder arm. Great bit of kit, sorted for on the bank, especially if you're doing a little bit of feeder work, cast into the irons now that the method feeder is really going to be coming in during the spring and summer months again. You know, get those feeders out, getting onto the bars and up to the island edges once those carp start mooching about, and help you win a few more matches or even have a good day's pleasure fishing. So there you go, lads. Tight lines, see you on the bank.